Hey y'all, my name is Nat. I hope you're having a terrific day today, and for this video I'm going to be doing a 24-hour readathon. So this idea came about because essentially I looked at all of the books I have planned for March and was like, wow, I think I can get all those in, that's totally fine. And then I actually looked at what all books I'm reading and realized how many of them are pretty chunky. We are moving into the third week of March and I've still only completed 2 books. So gonna try and burn through some of these. First off, we have about 100 pages left in Outlawed by Anna North. I started this for my feminist reading vlog, but have not finished it yet. Even though it's fairly short, I don't know why I've been taking so long. I just haven't been making time to read it. I have like an hour left in a audiobook, which is Hell in the Heartland by Jax Miller, which is my nonfiction read for the month. Can get through that pretty quickly, like if I take Faith for a walk or something. On top of that, tomorrow is actually supposed to be the live show for Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom for the Grishaverse read-along. I am 60 pages in to Six of Crows, so that's not gonna happen, but here's hoping I can at least finish this baby. I could go right into picking up Crooked Kingdom, but that's already a big book. It's a fantasy. I just feel like I'm probably going to need a palate cleanser, so gonna do Crazy Stupid Bromance by Lyssa K. Adams. This is the 3rd book in the Bromance book club series and is a part of the Sugar and Spice book club's reading a series for the first quarter of the year. Thankfully, I also have an audiobook for this one, so I can maybe listen to that tomorrow also while I'm working through household chores. I am super tired already, so honestly, I might go to bed early tonight and just kind of try and read the most tomorrow. Josh and I went hiking and it was really fun, but we walked like 4 miles and I was not expecting to do that today. So this plus an audiobook is our goal. Hopefully. Maybe? We'll see. It's already 7 o'clock on Saturday night. I'm planning to officially start after I eat dinner, so it might be 7:30, it might be 8 o'clock. I don't know. Okay, y'all, so it is 8 o'clock. We are officially going to be starting on my readathon, and I'm gonna try and finish Outlawed by Anna North. I'm gonna do this while taking a bath, because that sounds really nice right now, honestly. So I'm gonna put a hair mask in, I'm gonna do a face mask, and light lots of candles, plus maybe some bubbles. That sounds good. Let's do that. Hey guys, so had my bath. It was nice. It was relaxing. I got a good bit of reading done, washed my hair. I am on to, let's see, page 188 of this. So I think I have like 90 pages left. I've been listening to Hell in the Heartland while I was washing my hair, and I've kind of also just been really addicted to a phone game right now, so I use that a little bit for some reading time, and I have 12 minutes left. Already almost to my first book down. It is 10:15. Not doing bad. Hey guys, it is 12:20. I have finished Outlawed as well as Hell in the Heartland. That's 2 books down already. That's like doing well. However, with that, I'm very tired and I don't think I have enough brain capacity to form semi-coherent reviews for these. I'm gonna hold off on that. Might just do a final wrap up at the end of this video for everything I read. Yeah, we're gonna get into this baby tomorrow morning. Okay, so this book is 462 pages and I am 69 pages. Nice. In 400 pages. This baby is 342. I think the audiobook's like around 10-11 hours and I usually listen at 2 times speed, so like 5-ish hours. I have no idea if we'll get through both of these, but that's the goal. We're gonna try. Good morning. So it's Sunday. It's 11:06. I have been being lazy for about an hour, not wanting to get out of bed because that's what I do on Sundays, but it is time. Also, just look at how cute Faith is. Thank you. You want to go outside? Yeah. Hey guys, it is 2:11 and I realized I did not choose a good weekend to do this because we had daylight savings time, so we lost an hour. Anyway, I have been reading Six of Crows and I am now on page 160, so like about 100 pages read, and I also had lunch. That was good. Now I'm gonna start listening to the audiobook for Crazy Stupid Bromance while I do some like quick cleaning around my room for the week. This was a great development. I also did out all of the notes for Outlawed and Hell in the Heartland in my reading journal, so I have like some actual stuff to talk about later. I think I've just come to the decision that I'll do like an official wrap up for all of the books I finished reading. About another 300 pages in. I already started the audiobook while I was like putting in contacts and washing my face this morning. Already enjoying it. Okay, so room officially cleaned and I am now this far in. I think it's like nearing 100 pages. This book is freaking adorable. But to continue listening and get something else off of my to-do list today, I'm gonna go take Faith on a W-A-L-K. I have to spell it because she already knows. So okay, we're already like 1/3 in. Oh, also time check. It's 3:43. Hey guys, so just got back from our walk and it was super nice outside. I think it's officially hitting spring, so I made it an extra long one. I got out my little like outdoors blanket and I think I'm gonna go sit out back, maybe have an orange, and continue reading into Six of Crows, possibly convince Faith to come out and cuddle with me. She was just sleeping and is very startled by me picking her up. But on that walk, I have now hit page 154 in this one, and honestly, I'm kind of surprised at how much I'm enjoying this, just because usually enemies to lovers is my preferred trope, so this is friends to lovers, and I don't know, normally I kind of think that's sort of boring, but I've actually been enjoying it pretty much. I will say I am soaking up the drama in this one. It is crazy. I actually think I like the drama in this one a lot more than I did in the second one. And we actually had a little excerpt of the book that the book club is reading, which I missed that in the second one, so I like that we got to see that again. Anyway, that's all for now. Like I said, I'm probably gonna go sit outside. Oh, it's 4:51. Forgot to tell you guys. 4:51? Yeah, that's right. Wow, it's really throwing me off that the whole daylight savings time. Okay, so my entire backyard is now shaded over and it's a little too chilly to continue sitting outside. I've moved to my bed. Shocking, I know. And I am currently on page 192. I have come to the decision that I absolutely love Matthias and Nina. I don't know what's going on between them, but like the drama, yeah, I'm here for it. I'm very much here for it. Jesper's intriguing, don't really care about Waylon, how you pronounce his name. And Neige is cool, but like, that's it. At this point, I don't get everybody's love of Kaz. He's kind of just a dick. Not even really a lovable one. He's just a dick. Time to keep reading. Hello, it's 7:49 and let's see, I've made quite a bit of progress. I am 184 pages into Crazy Stupid Bromance. We've had another excerpt from the romance book, which I appreciate. And then on Six of Crows, I am at page 274, so I am more than halfway through. I continue to love Nina and Matthias. More of their background has been revealed and I love this dynamic. It's so good. Like, holy crap, the way this is written, Bardugo did a great job of it. Also, I adore Noah as a hero in this. Even though he's kind of a dumbass, he's pure as hell and he's so wholesome and sweet. Bursted out laughing reading this like at least 4 times now. Anyway, as I said, it's almost 8 o'clock, so almost at the 24-hour mark, but I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna go heat up some leftovers. I might just kind of keep pushing through on both of these until like I go to bed. Might do that. Maybe I'll just do a wrap up tomorrow. Hey guys, so I have hit page 228 and still freaking hilarious. There was one scene that literally just almost had me crying laughing. With where we're currently at, the amount we have left in the book, I'm concerned that there's gonna be a third act drama that I won't be convinced by, because at this point it feels like we've surpassed the drama. I guess we could focus more on Alexa's whole family drama that's been happening, so I'm a little apprehensive about that. I haven't read any more of Six of Crows because I was listening to the audiobook of this while I was eating dinner, so it's 9 o'clock. Ride this on out to like the end of tonight. That sounds like a good plan. I genuinely do not think I will finish this tonight just because I have another 200 pages left. Probably could finish this. I don't have that much left, and I can listen to the audiobook like while getting ready for bed and all. Okay guys, it is 10 o'clock. Oh, it's 10 o'clock even. And I am at page 301 in Six of Crows. And I'm at page 262 in Crazy Stupid Bromance. I'm holding these at very odd angles. I don't know why. I still have at least another 100 pages. I think more than, yeah, I have like 160. I'm gonna start getting ready for bed and listen to some more of the audiobook. So I don't even know how much of the audiobook I have left. Probably like 2 hours. Okay, final update. It is 11:15 and I finished Crazy Stupid Bromance. So I counted up the amount of pages I've read in this video, and it's about 500, which is a lot for someone who usually cannot sit and read a ton at once. Pretty proud of myself. It's been a hot minute since I've read that much in one day. As I mentioned in the last update, I'm exactly 300 pages into Six of Crows. So honestly, made a good dent into this also, and I'm very happy about that because hopefully I can finish the rest of this at some point this month. I actually have another secret TBR video coming out the following Monday that this will come out. I can't even really finish reading this tomorrow because I have to start on the other books for that video, which is very frustrating because at this point I'm like into the actual heist bit and I think I'm finally like pretty invested in all of the characters. Still not really Kaz, to be honest. Even though we've gotten more of his backstory, I still don't really care. Do an official wrap up tomorrow. I'm gonna go to bed now. Hey y'all, so it is time to officially wrap up this like 27-hour readathon. I initially lied. I only read about 500 pages on Sunday. I actually read more, like around 800 pages for this readathon, so clearly I need to do this more because wow, that was a lot of reading in one day. But let's do a actual coverage of all the books I finished for this. So first up was Hell in the Heartland by Jax Miller. This was my nonfiction pick for the month, as well as the true crime story for my Murder Readers book club. And I'm pretty shocked that I enjoyed this as much as I did. It did start out with a sort of narrative writing style, which I haven't minded in the past, but usually in that case, it has always been like a historical one where the case happened like 100 years or more in the past, whereas this one only happened in like the 90s. So I thought that might have been kind of weird given that these were real people. Thankfully, it didn't last for very long. It then shifted into more of a personal narrative style where Jax is taking us along with her as she delves into this case, and I really liked that aspect. This was a fascinating crime that truly had so many different avenues tied into it. Oh my lord, the amount of outside crimes that were being revealed to us that could have possibly been connected to this was insane. She would be focusing on the main storyline, and then a new player would be introduced, and she would do a deep dive into what went on with that player that connected to this case, and she would kind of start from their past and work forward towards when they became enveloped in the case themselves. It always worked really well, and it made it so that the new suspect didn't suddenly seem like they came out of nowhere, and we actually got some background on them to figure out for ourselves whether we thought they were tied in. This was just like a giant web of a murder story. It was insane. In the end, like I said, I wasn't a big fan of that that initial narrative thing. It also kind of caused for a funky POV shift whenever it stopped. So I went with 4 stars on this, but really fascinating story. Definitely recommend if you like true crime. Like, I'd never heard of this, but holy crap, a lot went into this. Next up, I also finished Outlawed by Anna North, and I had initially been planning to read this for my feminist reading vlog, but here we are. I enjoyed this. It just, I don't know, it wasn't quite what I was expecting when I went in, because I had heard this was like a feminist queer Western, and yes, it had all of those elements, but I think it just wasn't as strong as I was anticipating. In this story, we are following Ada, who discovers that it is possible she might actually be barren, and given in her town, and actually much of that portion of the country where she lived, a barren woman is considered a witch, and so her husband's family actually throws her out, and in an effort to try and save her daughter from possibly being murdered, Ada's mother actually sends her to a convent, and then from there she ends up connecting with this gang of outlaws called the Hole in the Wall Gang. One aspect of this that I was just pretty disappointed in was the gang itself. When we are first introduced to them, there is 8 people, including Ada, and we don't really get enough time with any of them to get a full personality or true character fleshed out. Rather than having their own personality trait, it felt as though each of them had some kind of a specialty when it came to the gang, and that's what was focused on. So, for example, Lo was the one who was specializing in disguises, Elsie was the sharpshooter, Agnes Rose was kind of like the flirt, and so on and so forth. That was fine, but I was hoping to kind of fall in love with some of these characters on top of Ada. I did really enjoy her. I think she had a nice development over the story, and I really like who she ended up becoming by the end of this. Given that, as I said, this was a feminist Western, I did appreciate that this had some nods towards intersectionality. So one of the women in the gang News is, I think she's supposed to be mixed race. Some of the women in the gang are nodded at possibly being queer, but nothing is truly ever discussed there. It just kind of happens on the sidelines. I did really appreciate that this did have that big Western like ending shootout, and that scene was really fun. I was kind of thinking it was gonna kind of take a Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid aspect. I'm not gonna say whether it does or not, but I thought it might. I will say in this, there is a fair amount of graphic details when it comes to injuries in a medical sense. Ada's mother was actually a midwife, and Ada trained with her, so there is a lot of like descriptions about giving birth and injuries and things like that, and if you have a weak stomach, I could see this kind of getting to you. I did very much enjoy the ending of this. As I said, I really loved Ada's development as a character in the end, and I think that really played into why I loved the ending so much. I will say though, the one thing that really annoyed me was there was just like strange pacing in this. There weren't a lot of chapters, and because of that, there were these like breaks between paragraphs at times to kind of act as a time jump, and some of them it would be minutes, others it would be days. At one point we actually go from an action scene to like directly after it, and we don't see any of the actual action happening. That was so many A words. In the end, I ended up going with like 3.5 stars on this. There were some aspects I really enjoyed, but I did have some drawbacks that were kind of annoying. Next up, the book I read completely yesterday was Crazy Stupid Bromance, and I did enjoy this. I still am not sure whether I liked it better or worse than the second book. I don't think it lived up quite to the first, but I really enjoyed the drama that wasn't relationship focused in this one compared to the second, but I think I liked the relationship in the second more. Of course, there had to be third act drama. I told you I knew it was gonna come. I do think it was handled well, and I appreciate how Alyssa K. Adams always has this like moment of clarity for her characters where they realize how they screwed up and they slowly come to figure out, hey, this is something I need to work on myself. I don't know, just when Noah and Alexa finally got together, it was very cute, but I can't put my finger on it. I can't decide what it was that just, maybe it's just the fact that it was friends to lovers. I feel like I need more drama in a relationship than just a simple friends to lovers. It was very sweet, it was very wholesome, but I wanted more. I absolutely love the grand gesture moments that she does at the end of these. They're so funny. I don't know why, like I guess it's because it's just very self-aware of like being a romance book, and it's mocking some of the tropes that you see in every romance book, and I really appreciate that. It's very meta. I also did really like in this one that she brought back the excerpts from the book that the book club was reading, because she didn't really do that in the second one, as I mentioned. I think I'm gonna go with 4 stars and just make it even with Undercover Bromance, because I did enjoy both of them. I just don't think they quite lived up to the first one, unfortunately. But I am very curious to see in the 4th, which is supposed to be focusing on the Russian, who is hilarious, how that story is gonna go. And it turns out that one is going to be a marriage of convenience storyline. So, okay, and then finally, I have 160 pages left of Six of Crows. I am gonna do an estimated rating here since I haven't finished it yet. I am enjoying this. I really am. And it seems as though the part where I'm at, some big twist is going to happen, because if it's not, I feel like I'm just gonna be really pissed off at Kaz for being a dumbass. I'm riding the line between like a 3.5 and a 4, because obviously, I feel like the ending's probably gonna be really action-packed, so I'm going to enjoy that, I bet. I'm gonna go with the 4 stars. Gonna do it. Also, I'm a moron, and I just tried to look up some fan art of Nina, because I just wanted some fan art of her. I really like her. I think she might be my favorite character. And I spoiled something for myself. Obviously, I'm not gonna say what it was, but I spoiled something for myself, and I'm very annoyed by it. Anyway, this was a great time. I really enjoyed this. Apparently, I need to do these more often, because I got a lot read. As always, thank you so much for coming to my channel today, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure to hit like and subscribe down below. I come out with videos on Monday and Friday, but until then, I hope you continue to have a terrific day. Bye!